Okay, you guys. Day 27, take two. I almost always do these videos in one take. I'm sure that really shocks you given the very polished nature of my ponderings. Haha, joking. Um, but I just was tripping over my words, and frankly, I would rather just restart than take the time to like edit and piece together clips. So, this is going to be even shorter than I originally intended, which was already going to be short. So, I'm like, I don't know if y'all will be more relieved or disappointed to have two short videos in a row. But I guess the second take will help me to be more succinct and direct in what I'm trying to say, which is as I came to record this video, I was really reflecting on okay, so I've sort of set all these like really big goals and intentions and action steps and all of this and I've wandered away from many of them and wandered back and identified what's most important and like this whole thing. But then going like, well, what's really different at this point? And and of all of those good intentions, some of which I am doing somewhat consistently, some of which I have really strayed away from, um, what is really, really key? And how can I recommit to that? And what does that actually look like in practice? And not just saying, I recommit. Because I know that that doesn't work for me and really for most of us. So, what I identified was reading because, number one, to reiterate the reasons why I chose the reading thing to begin with, it's something I legitimately enjoy and have all of these books that I do not make the time to read, or I'm like, oh, I'll read at night when I get in bed. And I last for 5 or 10 minutes and then I fall asleep. So the reality is, like most things that we have good intentions to do but don't carve out the time to do, if it doesn't happen earlier in the day, for me, it's like likely not to happen or to barely happen. So, the logistical, what does that look like? Is I'm actually putting my reading time on the calendar tomorrow. I did that just before recording this video. Um, I blocked the time in there. It is an appointment. And it's like middle of the afternoon because I have the ability to do that tomorrow. I've been pretty packed these past few days, but I have the ability to put it there tomorrow. So that's where it's going to go. Also, with this video, even though I said recently that I was like, I'm going to record earlier in the day because it doesn't feel good to record late in the evening. And I'm like, here I am. Because again, it's like one of those things that just doesn't feel as urgent or whatever as some of the other things or fun. Even though am enjoying doing this, it's not as fun as watching 5 or 10 minutes of a show. So I scheduled the video right after my reading block. So I will get to tell you tomorrow in my video. Hopefully, I will say, I just did 45 minutes or an hour of reading. So that is the plan. It is literally in the plan on my calendar. And so, what I'm going to do for now is I'm just going to plan it one day in advance. So, since I tend to do my desire map planning either the night before or the morning of whatever day it is, I will block the reading time in just that day before, so that there's some flexibility for it to move around and whatever. So that's the plan. I will also be scheduling in the videos to happen earlier in the day. I think that'll be really helpful. And yeah, that's all I got. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.